Personal log, Ambassador Spock. Stardate 57931.6. I will soon rendezvous with the USS Resolute for a mission of the utmost importance.
We'll be ready.
Engage.
Listen, can I be blunt, Commander?
I see no reason to stop now.
Commander Sutherland, your predecessor, was one of the best first officers in all of Starfleet. His record was impeccable and his reputation was without equal. I mean no disrespect, but the shoes you're stepping into are almost impossible to fill. He was loved by the crew.
Ich werde ihn nie ersetzen können. Genau.
So I can only hope that you'll live up to expectations.
Ich bin nicht da, um ihn zu
I
ersetzen.
don't think I could ever replace Commander Sutherland. And it would be a mistake to even try.
Seeing as Captain Solano is on the starbase, let me give you an update on this ion storm we're flying into. It's unusual, unlike anything I've ever seen. At the moment, I can't tell you if the Resolute will shrug it off or if we're putting ourselves at risk. However, if we learn more about its patterns, its nature, we can come up with a scientific countermeasure. Just a moment.
Das ist schlecht. Aber, bevor das schlecht ist, was ist jetzt hier? Weil das war weiß. Commander Westbrook hatte bei ihrem ersten Treffen auf der Brücke gemischte Gefühle zu Jaras Eignung als neuer erster Offizier. Okay, also weiß ist dann halt so ein Mittelding, so nicht gut, nicht schlecht. What's the problem?
We've got a massive energy wave inbound. On screen.
Das ist schlecht.
Tracing its trajectory.
Starbase docking clamps are holding.
The storm's emissions are fluctuating, coming in waves. And if my projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wide-band burst of ionic energy, like a tsunami.
Uff.
I'm reading power abnormalities all over the ship.
Estimated time to impact.
Red alert.
Aye.
Sofort reagieren.
Evacuating main gangway and retracting.
Putting sensor visualization on screen.
With the structural integrity field shut down, we can't take a direct hit.
Time to impact. 1 minute.
Shield systems are severely impacted. We have limited protection.
I need every available solution. What are our options?
We can weaken the impact of the storm with a deflector pulse.
There's a better way.
I'm sending all auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Send the aux power to the shields. We can't reactivate the entire shield bubble, but it's a directional threat. So we can orient all we have towards the wave. You have to believe me.
We only get one shot at this. We can't afford to get it wrong.
That's right, which is why we need to send power to our shields.
Deflektorimpuls.
Commander Westbrook, use the deflector dish.
Already working on it. Optimal timing displayed. It's going to be tight.
Good. Send the pulse on my command.
Fire.
Now.
We got it!
This is it!
All hands, brace for impact.
Das ist schlecht.
What happened?
We have experienced a surge of radiation.
Oh, you don't say.
This radiation supercharged the plasma, forcing it to backflush through the system and creating a dangerous imbalance.
Blow out every primary system on the ship.
Just tell us where you need us.
I need you to traverse the hull to the access port to recalibrate the port nacelle plasma regulator.
Uff, uff, uff. War das die richtige Entscheidung?
We've reached the first access
Das spielt
point.
eigentlich keine Rolle.
Understood. Do you see the override for the level 1 failsafe circuits?
Denn als Captain muss man eine Entscheidung treffen. Und die ist immer die richtige. So. Auf. Ich sehe es.
Engage the override. It should allow us to stop the EPS flow to the warp engine without triggering an automatic core shutdown.
Mhm. Okay.
Failsafe override engaged.
Are you sure? I am registering some crosstalk in the bypass circuit.
We need to route the signals so they don't interfere with each other.
Okay. Und da rein.
Diaz to Resolute. The failsafes are temporarily disabled. Moving on to the EPS regulator.
Heads up, Carter.
What is that?
One of the discharges coalesced.
It's coming right toward us. I'm gonna try to disrupt it with my phaser.
Okay. Gut.
So we gotta climb up the pylon. Not that there's really an up, but, you know.
Ja, ist schon richtig. Benutze deinen Phaser, um den Weg frei zu machen. Ja. Ist okay. Okay.
We're almost to the regulator.
Aber knapp, Kleiner. Bildet sich noch so ein Ding. Echt viele.
We're at the regulator. Opening the access panel.
I am now halting the EPS flow to the port nacelle. We have little time before it causes an overload in the engine. You must work efficiently.
Ich versuch's.
EPS manifold adjusters reset to neutral.
Okay, okay. Okay. Das ist gar nicht so einfach.
The EPS lines to the port warp engine are back in balance.
Okay.
Almost done. Once I cycle the manifold nozzles, Chobot can...
Das ist ganz schlecht. Bitte nicht. Da war der Lack ab. Da war ein bisschen mehr als der Lack ab. Oh.
Get down! Diaz to bridge. We just lost the docking clamp. We've got a lot of debris coming down. All vibrations, too. We can't finish the EPS regulation in these conditions. Please advise.
We have to release this ship from that other docking clamp or the hull will be ripped apart.
There's a problem. The clamps are supposed to disengage automatically in an emergency, but it's not working.
Not working.
What are our options?
The docking clamps are fitted with exploding bolts for an emergency release.
We've got crew out there. That'd be like setting off a bomb next to them.
Maybe there's another way.
Starbase is hailing us.
Put him through.
Resolute, the remaining mooring arm is failing. You need to disengage from the starbase now. The damage to the station will be catastrophic.
We have crew outside and are looking for
We
the
have
safest
people
way
on this station. If that mooring arm breaks, we could lose dozens of crew.
Commander, hear me out. Reverse the polarity of the hull, which theoretically will repel the docking clamps.
And repel the engineering crew right off the hull into the storm.
This is Captain Solano. Put me on screen.
Go ahead. Captain, we have a situation.
Commander, what are you doing? Blow the bolts on the docking clamp.
The captain doesn't know the whole story.
I'm giving you an order. Jara?
Vertrauen Sie mir.
Captain, you brought me here because you trusted me. Can you trust me now?
You better be sure you make the right decision.
The captain made himself quite clear.
They're gonna get hammered with debris out there. Reverse the polarity.
Wir
There
tun es.
is protocol.
Polarität.
And our lives.
What is the holdup?
Starbase, stand by. We're gonna flip hull polarity to disengage the clamps.
Yes, Commander.
Repair crew, this is Acting Captain Jara Rydek. Be advised, we are going to reverse hull polarity to free us from the remaining docking clamp. Tether yourself and deactivate your boots on my mark.
Understood.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark!
Das war jetzt Moment.
Grab my hand! I got you.
Thank you.
Plasma imbalance is reaching critical condition. We are moments from primary system failure.
I got it.
Okay. Na los. Drücken. Drücken. Das geht. Du schaffst das. Ja. Gemeinsam. Das fühlt sich besser an. Das sieht schlechter aus.
Look out!
Oh, das ist ganz schlecht.
I got you. Petty Officer Etzelar's hurt and unconscious. I'm gonna have to tow her back to the airlock.
Mr. Diaz, the situation has changed. You are at risk of triggering a substantial electromagnetic arc if you approach the main hull the way you came.
But Commander, the way we came is the nearest airlock.
There is an auxiliary hatch near you on the far end of the pylon. You must bring Miss Etzelar there to access the interior.
Alles klar.
Roger that. Going there now.
Das ist jetzt mies. Langsam und vorsichtig. Aber doch bestimmt.
I'm at the auxiliary hatch.
Rein da.
You go first.
What?
Let me save your neck this time. No time to fight me on this. Get in there.
You better be right behind me.
Genau. Der englische Text war besser. Du bist besser direkt hinter mir. Oh, oh. oh. Ich hoffe, sie überlebt das. Da ist jetzt schon ziemlich viel schief gelaufen.
They're safe. Bringing the SIF fully online.
Do it.
Jeder Einsatz hat seinen Preis.
Carter! I'm okay. I'm okay. But Etzela...
Here, let me help you.
Welchen Preis zahlt Etzela? Sie sieht ordentlich verschmort aus. Eine ordentliche Wunde.
Medical. We've got one wounded at my location. Millie.
Oh, man.
We'll see you at sickbay.
Ich habe das eigentlich nur so entschieden, in der Hoffnung, dass es sie stärker macht.
The repair crew made it inside. EPS flow is back to nominal levels. The SIF is back up.
How does this affect mission readiness, Mr. Ermot?
Releasing the docking clamps using hull polarity minimized damage to the Resolute. We'll have some last-minute repairs to make, but if we reapportion some of the staff, we can make our departure on time. As of now, however, we are successfully moored to the station.
Good to hear. Send updates to my ready room. Commander Rydek, with me.
Jetzt gibt's einen Anschiss. Aber ich habe richtig gehandelt. Denn ich habe nach dem gehandelt, was das Beste für alle ist.
You disobeyed my orders.
Ja.
Well?
Es tut mir auch leid, aber es war die richtige Entscheidung. Eigentlich beides.
Respectfully, Captain, I made the right choice given the
You
information I had.
disobeyed my orders! And not just in front of the bridge crew, but the starbase staff as well. That's going to get around. My name's already tarnished around the fleet. But what is it going to do to my credibility on this ship? From the top to the bottom. Bridge to lower decks.
Captain,
Bleib dabei.
I told you I'd be honest, so here it is. Maybe I shouldn't have disobeyed a direct order, but you were wrong. You weren't on board, and you didn't have all the information. So I made the right decision for the ship. If you're worried about your credibility, put your ego aside and trust your crew. Trust me.
You might have won some fans on the bridge with that stunt, but not everyone. Lieutenant Commander Chovak has already bent my ear.
I'm sure he doesn't take it personally. He'll get over it in time.
Mr. Chovak is more complicated than he would want to admit. I guess we all are. And, if I'm being honest, I'm not sure what I would have done in the moment either. You never really know if you weren't in those shoes. So, let's just boil it down to you did what you had to. That'll have to be good enough for me.
Thank you for understanding, sir. I'm sure no one knows the burden of command as well as you do.
I'm sure you will, someday. Despite it all, we got our final Starfleet clearance to depart. So if you'll fetch Mr. Ermot, we'll knock out the final details of any outstanding repairs, and then we'll set out for Hotari.
Yes, sir.
Der Captain ist tatsächlich gefährlich. Er stellt seinen Namen über das Leben anderer. Das ist nicht gut. Bereit zum Aufbruch. Das wird noch schwierig. Er wird mich hassen.
All departments reporting full mission readiness. We've got our full complement on board.
This is my favorite moment, right now.
The start of a new mission is always full of possibility.
The Orion Syndicate could sell it as a drug.
Don't let the Admiralty hear you say that.
Captain on the bridge.
Sit. Sit, everyone. You all know, I'm not big on speeches. We're embarking on the first mission since our refit. Let's make it a good one. Disengage docking clamps.
Warte, bevor wir starten, muss ich doch hier noch reingucken. Captain Solanus Wut darüber, dass Yara sich seinen Befehlen widersetzte, wurde noch verstärkt durch die ununterbrochene rebellische Einstellung und ihre sturen Widerstand gegen seine Führung. Das ist nicht richtig. Er hinterfragte seine Wahl für den ersten Offizier. Das ist halt sowas von gar nicht richtig. Ich habe einfach nur richtig gehandelt und habe das natürlich auch klar gesagt. Und eigentlich hat es ihn auch nicht geschmälert, auch nicht unter den Leuten. Hätte er einfach das Vertrauen geschenkt, was er angeboten hat zu unserer ersten Begegnung. Dass ich die richtige Wahl treffe, dann wäre seine Entscheidung die richtige gewesen, einfach dem ersten Offizier zu vertrauen, der vor Ort ist. Aber nein, er musste sich natürlich in so eine dumme Situation bringen und ist jetzt pissig auf mich, obwohl ich das Richtige getan habe. Das ist echt mies. Was haben wir hier noch? Instinkt, die Besatzung zu schützen, als die Sternbasis ihr befahl, die Unterklammern zu lösen. Und sie wusste Yaras Bemühungen zu schätzen, Captain Solano die Komplexität der Situation zu erklären. Genau, weil es wichtig ist. Und sie war erleichtert, als Yara sich Captain Solanos Befehlen widersetzte und in diesem Moment ihre eigene Entscheidung traf. Ja. Weil ich halt vor Ort mit allen Informationen umgehen konnte, die vorhanden waren. Das konnte der Captain nicht. Darum muss er halt, dafür ist halt ein erster Offizier da. Um solche Entscheidungen zu treffen an Orten und Situationen, wo der Captain gerade nicht sein kann. Das war einfach richtig. Respektiere Yaras Neigung, die Besatzung zu schützen. Die Sterne befallen an, bla bla bla. Bla bla bla. Ist ja eigentlich der gleiche Text, oder? Ja, letztlich war er dankbar, als Yara sich Captain widersetzte und die ist nur minimal abgeändert. Ja, ist halt derselbe Text. Javok billigte Yaras Entscheidung nicht, sich Captain Solanos Befehlen zu widersetzen und die Bolzen der Unterklammern nicht zu sprengen. Das überrascht mich jetzt überhaupt nicht, Vulkanier. Das überrascht mich so gar nicht. So, war dankbar. Ja, das kann ich mir vorstellen. Also der Shuttleflug nervös war. Ja, das war das. War genervt, als Carter bei ihrem Einsatz auf der Außenhöhle seine eigenen Sicherheit vor ihre zu stellen. Was? Sie war motiviert und alles drum und dran und ich habe sie nur zurückgelassen und als zweites gehen lassen, weil sie ja auch sagte, diesmal rette ich dich. Um sie halt dann moralisch aufzubauen, habe ich das halt dann genutzt. Das ist hart. Fühlte sich durch Carters herzlichen Empfang. Ja, das ist okay, das blieb so. Das blieb auch so. Okay, ja dann wollen wir das Raumdock doch mal verlassen.
I need you to do the right thing. Fate of the negotiations, the interests of the Federation, and the prospect for peace may very well depend on it.
PlayStation